I think, and label each one, which is really nice. It's not number 3. It's number 3 and tell you what it is. You could change the text. That's the good part of having an app. What?
Number 3, the bedroom window.
Okay.
One of the.
Oh, there he is. There he is. I was gonna say, if you see him pop up, just click on him. Something happened. I don't know what happened.
Also, you can add multiple of these systems. Okay, and you can name it. So when you say call it, add another system, you can name that one also. So it came from house system, or it came from the barn system.
I'm here.
Okay. It should work. It should be good. The link that you put in the Wix went to a 433 megahertz model. It didn't have the Wi-Fi.
Well,
It was
okay.
cheaper though. It was.
It's what, yeah, those will say 433 too, because of the frequency of the devices. 430. Yeah, but you do have to be aware, if it looks like that, it's probably the Wi-Fi version, but you need to check, because they do make ones with just horns that the system doesn't horn itself, and it's not Wi-Fi at all. It's just, it has the PIR detector, but it's just a horn. It's local.
So if somebody comes wandering through with a 433 jammer,
Yeah.
what happens?
Probably.
We talked to who's been doing that? Oh, Art's an expert on the burglar alarms in 433. They have all sorts of data in that signal. They can watch the signal and see if it didn't get a signal from you in the time frame. I don't know if these guys are doing it, but yeah, it's susceptible. I suspect it's susceptible to jamming. But these are probably, we get Art to look at that to see what they're getting. But the Honeywell systems have anti-tamper devices, so if I don't hear from you, it'll get upset. Now my old burglar alarm system, my really old one, had really nice features. It inventoried everybody, and if you didn't talk, there was gonna be trouble. And also, if the battery was low, there was gonna be trouble. This one does say battery low for this, okay, because you can run it on battery alone. Okay, it's got 3 AAAs, but you can power it also.
These systems, one place where they start giving alerts like a month out on low battery for the locking system or at a site, and then that the last week it starts emailing the admin.
Oh, okay.
Because you got to replace the battery. Because you don't do it before it dies, it perma locks.
And this company also does the key locks. I think they sell it with this also. Yeah, so the key locks are becoming popular in this. So this was $40 with one remote. And they have CO2 sensors. They have several things. One thing they don't have in this variety is a remote siren, which I like. So you could put a siren outside the building. That one. No. Yeah, that's what we have here. Yeah, that's it. This is it. And the key fob, it's important. That key fob, don't get one if it's not that key fob. That has a slider which slides over the buttons. That's a big TV. Else you'll end up like setting it off every time you sit down.
Every time you move, or every time you sit. I had to take the batteries out of my flex.
He thought by last minute, because the doors were constantly being open.
See those other fobs? Those nice, pretty looking ones?
Yeah,
Don't
the
get
big
those. We only get the tacky ones with red buttons.
My uncle's actually selling his Cadillac because he's so sick of it auto starting with the key in his pocket.
So just
That's
search for
not bad,
WP7. That
yeah.
ensures you got the Wi-Fi. When the WP7 is a software. So you're gonna get the right one if it says WP7. It's gonna be Wi-Fi and support your software.
So if I could, you can get a little box, but it is, you can stop hitting the button once it is activated. And just solve it.
And it could be paired with gas detectors and
Yeah.
smoke detectors and detectors and an SOS detector. That's cool.
And you wear it as a ring.
I have the Simple Safe brand.
Uh-huh.
It's almost the same thing,
Oh, okay.
but more expensive. But they have a service, they call you all the time, you have any alarm,
Mm-hmm.
they call the police station, they call,
Yeah, okay.
we already have the fire, the firemen and the police several times in the house, very fast. But they are happy to provide, I don't know, they have a smile, yeah,
Well, they get paid. whether
We're
it's just
doing-
to run.
try something and the smoke detector all the time. A couple of trucks. Again, yes.
More blue smoke.
Okay.
Where's the magic smoke out? Call the fire department.
Now, these guys do sell the burglar alarm version of this, and it's a different animal, but it does have the GSM where it can call the numbers, have up to 6 numbers and stuff like that.
I have problem with the range, distance. The door sensors,
It says 80
Yeah.
feet, 80 feet open. I've got mine, I've got 2 barns, and I've got one sensor on one side, and the other sensor is against the
I have a lot
far
of walls between
and
the
there's
sensor
2
and the
buildings.
sensor.
So the 433, these burglar alarms, if you tinkered with them, it's the same hardware, and they have pretty good coverage. I had them all over the house, one in the basement, and they all seem to work fine. What you find out is the ones with the most traffic are the ones that kill the batteries the fast, and
Yeah.
for the ones with the 3 AAA's, I usually get about a year out of everything.
So this able to distinguish between people and
Animals.
Yeah.
No, they do have some variants of the sensor, though, I've noticed, that are for small animals.
Mhm.
And that's one of the weaknesses of a PIR. I think it's looking for infrared source. So it's looking for people. And I'm sure they could be spoofed. You put on a nice, thick, insulated, well-insulated jacket and a ski mask, you might be able to get through it.
On the movies, they turn up the heat.
That was what they do.
Yeah, no, my curious, I was just interested because some of the shop, I've actually cleaned most of the shop. I can actually walk through the entire thing, and I've got one side where the welders actually set up. I was like, now that I'm like getting tools and stuff organized and stuff, might be nice to know if somebody else is in there, because I mean, it's, 150 yards behind the house or whatever, and we only have like one window either faces it, so I'd like to come in from the woods and walk right in there.
Yeah.
But furry things have gotten in too, so
Yeah.
be nice to know the difference if there was, I don't want to know at 2 a.m. that a fox got through the hole in the wall or
I've got a
something.
camera in there too, so
Yeah,
if something goes off, I can look. And we've had birds.
Yeah.
Birds kill the camera. That's
Right.
trigger it.
triggered.
An insect flying in the lens.
Yeah. I was saying, well, I don't know, it's really weird. I don't know if it's the odors for killing most of the insects out there or what, but there's definitely been a furry creature has made a few nests in a few places. And there's shoot a hole in the wall, about like that in the corner where the door slides. So, I thought it was a
Get your
fox
can,
or
get you a
raccoons or,
$70 can, and you can see what it is.
yeah, I figured it used to be raccoons, but I haven't seen a raccoon. So, not sure what, I've seen the fox in there a few months ago, and it about scared the crap out of me because it pissed at me. I was like, what the? That was before I found the hole, so now I know where the hole is.
And I've got the floodlights, I've shown those before, the dusted on floodlights, automatic.
Yeah.
Those are good. Everything you get up nowadays. After dark. And of course, land. It's all dusted on.
Yeah, did you ever find your mailbox thief from a couple years ago?
No, I don't have the alarm in it right now, so I'm susceptible. But we stopped putting mail in it the day before, the night before. And we.
They were taking your outbound mail?
So that's what they're looking for, yeah.
Anything in the mailbox.
Especially around graduation, Christmas, you know.
One of our neighbors have a problem with it.
But income,
Mail,
too.
they're taking, he found his brother's mail and was laying out in the yard this past week. Usually people steal mail, I guess.
They're starting to make mailbox monitors now. I noticed there are several of them out there, but they're starting about $55, $60. I noticed one of them was using a motion detector. I think about that. Yeah, because I could just stick a motion detector, one of these motion detectors in it.
And so if it's inside it, anything that moves,
Just stick it in the back of the box, looking out.
And then we sign up to get that notified delivery at the post office. Like everything's on each day. A little bit of a nuisance, but yeah, something important, kind of like that. I know, stimulus check or tax refund or something.
you know to go get it.
Yeah,
right
you know,
away.
you better get it in, so, and it actually tells you when it arrives, you know. Or tells you if there's a package.
I like it for the packages more than the mail. I don't really care about the mail so much.
Right, well, then you,
But-
if it's something from Riley's Furniture, you don't have to worry about it.
It's just, it mind boggles me the offenses because of since the Unabomber, I mean, that's like federal time to open a mailbox.
Yeah.
But it's like nobody enforces it, so they
So
realize
what's
that they
the
can get
use?
away with it,
Yeah,
you know? Then it's like,
You need to put a little camera in there when you open it up.
keep their picture.
We actually did send a video in of them driving by and checking the mailbox. Oh, yeah. And it's to the cops.
Did you see the cops actually, they actually stopped somebody that worked at Domino's from picking up stuff, Amazon packages that were sitting on people's porches, delivering the pizzas and then picking up the packages and walking off.
Wow.
Actually arrested the guy. It was kind of cool.
That's good.
Of course, he's an idiot because he had his Domino's uniform on and he was caught on the cameras.
They got cameras everywhere now.
About half the neighbors have cameras.
They get scared. They come walking down my sidewalk and look over to the right.
Yeah, they usually wear a hoodie in their way.
Yeah. We had one, that's when I first came. Yeah, with the hoodie. And I got you on. But others disappeared when they saw the cameras having a raid. Of course, I'm scanning cars now. So, yeah, every car.
Well, that's, you joke about it, it's not funny, but they had a hit and run in town this past weekend on the 4th. And somebody slammed in the back, the whole front of their car was mashed into the engine. They went around and then drove on down the road, and they were using cameras to try to figure out who it was that did it. So they were spraying antifreeze and everything all down the road. and went to another town with one of the cars. So, you know, and they had to turn out all over to the police, you know. The people didn't have cameras out there catching them going by, but I mean, sitting there watching the video of you know, this smashed car going past on the camera film, and it's like, what the heck are you doing? You know? I mean, it's nuts. I mean, that's out. I just can't fathom doing something like that and trying to drive off like, you know, everybody down the street, you know, watching you drive down the road like that. Not gonna, you're gonna get away with it? And they have the camera footage of it. Now they look at the plate. Back and down. Yeah, there's half people too. Not every week or posting there when somebody's going around knocking on people's doors. They're on their porches and stuff. They got pictures of them. Throwing up on Facebook, hey, this person was in my yard, anybody knows who this is, you know?
I bet I was shocked at the number of people that went into the mailbox, really. It was shocking.
Shouldn't have been open more than once a day, but they do that many.
It's
That's crazy.
kids walking by. Check it out.
Yeah.
They did it one evening, all the way down the street. You could see about half the mailboxes were left open.
Yeah. I'm saying, like that medication things that way.
You know, what started me is they went in and walked into my garage with my chainsaw. Gone.
Cut air conditioning, external heat transfer units up apartments. Sell it, scrap that. How much damage that is to how little
Thousands of
money.
dollars for, yeah, $20 or something.
Exactly.
Absolutely bonkers.
There was a building in Middletown that had stood empty for a while. And when they finally went into it, all the copper had been taken. It was all gone. Walls were just stripped of every piece of copper they could find. Wire, pipes.
So you think they're gonna work that hard, they could find something else to do.
The original library in Middletown, they did that too.
Yeah.
And it was like a Vanderbilt or somebody built the library.
Yeah, they took down the copper gutters and everything in the middle of the daytime. And like I said, everyone just thought people were demolishing.
Yeah. Oh, it's easy to get away with that kind of stuff. My cousin was trying really hard to buy a half-built mansion up in like the Katy area. That had been foreclosed on or whatever, been sitting vacant. And so it was really nice, but only like a third of it was finished. The other whole wing was, you know, was just still all structural wall. And but they'd already had installed all the plumbing, all the wiring. It had like real fancy bathtubs and all that, you know, like cast iron footed stuff, and real fancy stuff. And he fought and fought and fought with him. They gave him so much grief. And then one day somebody jacked all that copper and all that, and then they were like ready to sell it. It's like, I don't want it now. It costs too much to fix up and replace all that because they totally destroyed all the walls, ripping it all out. You know. But I just like, you know, I was like, you'd have thought that the bank wanted to go ahead and unload it just so that they didn't have to worry about that getting happened to it. They wanted more money. Yeah.
That is my skill.
But it's empty, right? You got all that unloaded? In the house?
It's sitting in various piles in the house.
No, there you go.
It was such a nice house until I started bringing junk into it.
Well, now you need to go and get a fancy robot. Right.
Well, that's what I opened a box and there were probably And the 40 robots in this box, and I'm going, why do I have so many robots?
Prime Day, did you see some of those robot sales?
No, I'm not buying anything. I'm not buying anything. I'm trying to get rid of stuff.
I was this close to ordering several. But then it's like they were like Raspberry Pi robots and the aluminum ones, and there was like track ones and those ones with the spiral wheel thing and stuff. Remember they had them on sale for like $80.
Yeah.
But they didn't include the Pi, so I mean, it had all everything else. So you just had to apply a Pi to it.
You can actually find those on eBay every now and then for about $60.
Can you?
No pies.
Yeah. Well, they were like the one was like a $300 tank model or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like,
That would be the Devastator. The thing you've got to watch about those is a lot of them were designed, especially if they've got add-on boards, they were designed for like the Pi 2s or the Pi 3s. They won't work with anything else.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, that's that. I've never found a use for my 1 and 2, but in 3, never put them into actual.
Yeah, I bought one of those, or I've got one of those, and when I finally got around to building it, and I opened it up, and I went, oh, this actually attaches to the back side of the pod, which had like, pogo pin kind of deals. We're looking for specific touch points on the other side. So you had to buy that pie to match the pie that they told you to buy. Otherwise, it wasn't going to work.
Now, that makes sense.
And so I didn't have any of those pies, so I had to scrounge around and find one of those pies. It's a little frustrating, but
Got my niece giving it to us. The company told my CD printer the other day. And one of those robots from Ray's property, we built those kits a couple weeks earlier.
Ray will like that if
So
you
I
tell
thought
him that.
maybe if I got ones that were actually a whole kit for Christmas, it actually worked without having to jimmy the pieces from something to make them work. 'Cause I haven't gotten all the kits I got from Ray are partial. So nothing
Ray will
other
still
than-
like it if you tell him that you're actually using this stuff.
But this little switch you had on there for the power, solder won't stick to it for nothing. What is coded into?
All right, Mr. Art. I'm going to shut this down.
Raspberry Pi Zero is the certificate.
I don't know where Art went.
It's a good thing for it. The little zeros are neat. But it's
Says he's there, but his picture's not there anymore.
I'll say it's 51 times a lot. But there it is.
He's there.
I'm here.
All right. I'm going to shut this down. We're getting close to the tail end.
Oh, you're getting ready to vacate the library?
Yeah. Well, they want us out of here by 6:45, and I got to put all this laptops and stuff away. So
Okay. So
we will
I'll
see you next week. Yeah.
Take care.
We'll see you next week, and maybe we'll have a different solution to all this.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Sayonara.
And there.